I would love to have an open, honest, and sincere dialogue with you. I believe we both, through our respective work, have demonstrated a desire to contribute to the overall benefit of our society. Having said this, I need also to implore your interest in taking a long, hard, and accurate look at a deadly cover-up now growing in our collective body politic. I am referring to the event and subsequent report regarding 9/11. I have personally studied this subject for well over 5 years, conferring with dozens of experts in such fields as physics, metallurgy, engineering, air transportation, and others. And finally, speaking with several eyewitnesses at Ground Zero, we all concur that 9/11 has been an inside job. In addition, the overwhelming conclusion of these experts is that the resulting reports were a grave injustice to the American people. When approached with a critical mind, the government's analysis of the events are not credible. According to a number of polls, conservatively, there are millions of Americans who know the truth or at least question the official story of 9/11. Please have the courage and the foresight to reconvene a real commission to investigate what happened on 9/11. My staff and I will provide you with all the expert witnesses you need to conduct such an investigation. We must root out the cancer and bring the real terrorists to justice. Time is very short. The border of Iran has already been breached. World War III would not be a good legacy for any Congress or administration. If we can't count on our elected officials and representatives to act on our behalf to save this once great country, what is our collective recourse? We are many, our numbers are growing, our collective voices will not be silenced. Will you please join us and root out and disgorge one of the worst criminal cabals since Hitler? Representative Davis, what are your thoughts?
Well, that's interesting. I wasn't aware of this group or that you were growing in that way, and we'll be happy, like everything else, to take a look at that. I certainly know, and I think probably everybody here may have looked at the 9/11 reports, and I'm not sure who you're suggesting were the terrorists, but you know,
it's not too hard to figure that one out.
Okay.
The old maxim, who gains, is a good one to look at. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Gentleman in the back. Two more questions. Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am.
First of all, thank you for being here today. The most pressing problems we're having in the world today are the wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, and the curtailment of freedoms are all a direct action of the attacks of 9/11. And I'm absolutely shocked that you haven't heard of our movement, because there's just a Scripps Howard poll that showed that over 75% of Americans don't believe the official account of what happened on 9/11. 9/11 Truth is the main issue in our world today because it continues to impact foreign domestic policy and our world. Are you willing to join your colleagues Ron Paul and Dennis Kucinich in reviewing the evidence and pressing for an unbiased, comprehensive investigation into the 9/11 attacks? And were you also where the third building fell that day, a 47-story skyscraper named WTC7? Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be happy to look into it, and I work with those colleagues. What I'd like to do is try and, if you can, not ask a question that's already been asked.
Would you support an investigation, a new investigation?
I would take a look at it.
You would take a look at it, thank you. Should never answer the question, you guys. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Department of Peace, the Cabinet level Department of Peace, HR 808. There's many of us here today who are thrilled that you are
I just want to say thank you so much for all the good things you're doing and for the oversight committees. I'm really excited about that too. There are a lot of us who have looked into it who are not, we're just concerned, and there's a tremendous amount of evidence. So we're just compliments of our group. We're just sending you some us and videotapes, and
Great.
really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Davis, Davis, my name is Mike Kopis,
Hi.
and I wanted to say thank you for the courage to be here, and thanks for standing up to the warmongers in Congress. And in the climate of panic and fear after September 11th, the House passed House Resolution 64, authorizing inadvertently the president a blank check to do whatever he wanted, to use military force, wiretap, or curtail our civil rights. They passed H.R. 3162, the Patriot Act, for which Representative Davis, you voted yes. Now, in light of what we've learned, we may have been wrong about many things, and it's time to begin to undo the damage and show oversight, like you said. You voted against the Military Commissions Act of 2006, and I applaud that. What will you do now to rescind this legislation, to overturn the damage that's been done,
Well, some of that has
to restore the constitutional rights? You swore an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States, and an erosion of our civil liberties represents an abdication of that important responsibility. Will you now act?
Well, as you know, there have been a number of other measures that have been passed as well, or tried that they've taken another look at, and I have supported those in the way that I think you would appreciate. And now, as we see what's happening with the judiciary, I think there'll be some more opportunities.
And I salute your courage.
To do that. Thank you.
I will. Thank you very
And
much.
this is all the things that took place after the 9/11, and because of it. And thank you for being here, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to have to.
My name is Eric Siegel, and I haven't been following what you've been voting for, what you haven't been voting for. But right now, we're at a very grave time in history because we're on the brink of World War III. All the warships are all assembled, ready to strike Iran. They're all ready. Bush doesn't care what the Congress tells him he can do or what he can't do. He's going to do it anyway. And he's probably going to do it on the context of another terrorist attack on the United States. Okay? People have to speak up. This must be stopped. All right? I don't know what you know about the intelligence reports, but they are all ready to strike. Most likely, Israel is going to be the country that's going to do it, and then the United States is going to come to the defense of Israel, and that's World War III. And we must stop it. And you must do something now.
I appreciate.
Now, please take these videos.
We're gonna have to go.
I have two videos for you. The main one is 9/11 Mysteries. You must look at that. Have you seen it? 9/11 Mysteries?
I don't know that I've seen this.
Okay.
Could I give you these two to stand with you?